Recently, I've been feeling a bit unregulated, and I realized that I needed to get out into nature. So today I'm taking you along to go frolic around nature. And I'm also looking to get some pictures for some paintings in the future that I want to make. So I'm really on the lookout for flowers or any plants that look kind of interesting. I've also been wanting to make a painting of a butterfly, so I'm gonna keep my lookout for them today. I feel like I haven't been spontaneously out in nature in a couple of months, and I haven't been alone out in nature for coming up on a year, so I feel like it's really time to just explore a little bit. I think I took a wrong turn and now I'm not seeing any flowers, so I think I'm gonna have to head back. I haven't seen anyone in about 20 minutes, which is one of my favorite things about this trail. Although I did see a couple of fathers with their daughters, which is very sweet to see. There's this big old plant in the middle of all the little ones, which I really like. Okay, it's time to debrief now that I'm back. I feel like I didn't see as many flowers as I wanted to, but I do think that I got some good pictures. There were a lot of butterflies and a lot of dragonflies, which I was surprised about, although I was right by a creek. Also, there were so many bugs out. Like, there was this one path that I was walking on. It was out in the sun, and for some reason, like, while I was walking, there were these little bugs that were just hopping around along the path. One, it was disgusting. Two, it was terrifying. I started jogging to get out of there because it was really grossing me out, and I still feel like there's things crawling on me. Overall, I do think that it was a really nice day to get out. I think the best pictures that I got are the ones that look like they're glowing. I think that's just such a pretty aesthetic, and there was one especially that I got of a butterfly, and it looks very whimsical and pretty, which I really enjoy. I feel like I should have came here like a month earlier, which I made the same mistake last year where by this point a lot of the flowers are already starting to wilt, so the ones that I did see were just past their prime, unfortunately, which they were still pretty, and I feel like I can definitely take some artistic liberties when painting, but it makes the photos less pretty. No, because genuinely, why am I seeing prettier flowers on the drive home than I did at that park? And I know some of them definitely look planted, but some of them look like wildflowers, and I just wish I would have seen more of that. I think it's just good to keep in mind that if you live anywhere in the US, there are county and state and national parks all around you. Maybe not national parks, like for me the closest one is like 3 hours away or something, but there are definitely county and possibly state parks near you, and they're free. So truthfully, I would encourage you, if you have a car, if you're able to drive yourself, to just come out to a park and even just walk around is very nice. Like, you don't have to come and take pictures or film a video or do anything crazy. Like, something about spending, I don't know, time in nature is natural. Like, I think that as humans, we're wired to crave being near organic things and near plants and things, and it really keeps you grounded. Being outside makes me slightly less scared of bugs, because like okay, saying that literally gave me a feeling of a bug crawling on my ear, so that's fun. But I don't know, there's something like I feel like a lot of people have very adverse reactions to seeing a bug like in a house. If it's a spider, I totally understand. But like, you'll realize that whenever you're outside, there are little bugs everywhere. Like, if you just go look at a tree or literally any kind of plant, there are so many different little bugs, which I think most of them are cool. Assuming it's not a spider or something with a lot of legs, like, that's cool. And like, I feel like there's such a stigma about bugs, and like, without bugs, like, you know, the whole food chain, like, we wouldn't have larger animals like us, because humans are animals. So, and animals need to be outside. So, go get some sunshine, go to a park, it's free, except for the gas to get there. Yeah, 10 out of 10, would recommend. I feel like, you know, it gets bad when, like, I had to schedule this, like, in my calendar. I was like, oh, I have an off day, so let me just put in my calendar, like, go to insert name park. But I did it, so sometimes putting something in your calendar will make it happen. Oh, I see someone. Something that's been on my mind recently is how I really don't like it when people don't text me back. And obviously there's levels to this. Like, I understand if someone's working, or if you're truthfully like not being on your phone, then I'm never gonna be mad at someone for not texting me back. I feel like it's just really bad when, one, it's a very long period of time, or if you're constantly on your phone and you're not texting me back. Maybe this is kind of petty, but I really try to respond to people definitely within a couple of hours. Like, even if I'm doing something and I see that someone texted me, I'm not always going to stop what I'm doing, because that's crazy. But like, I'm going to make a sticky note in the back of my mind and be like, oh, like, I have to respond to this person later. But especially when I was just thinking about this, someone texted me like 3 weeks ago, and I'm not going to give any details about what it was about. It wasn't really urgent, but they have not responded to me in like, or sorry, I forgot to say, like, they sent me a text like 3 weeks ago, and I sent like a pretty decent response, and they have not responded to me, and it's been like 3 weeks, which means like, I know that you've seen it, so like, why are you not, like, you could at least heart my message or something, like, give me something. But like, when people just respond with nothing, it bothers me, because I'd at least rather know that you've seen it. I don't know, I do have a couple friends that are just this way, where it can take them up to like a couple of days to respond to something, which for the most part is tolerable. I think when it irks me especially is those people who will only text you back when they need something from you. So let's say like we're having a conversation over text, and I respond last, because I will keep responding back unless I don't want to talk to the person or have nothing to say really. But like, and normally, like, I'm talking about like, if I like leave a text that like I'm expecting someone to respond to, like, it's it might be a question or something, and if you don't respond to that, and then a couple weeks later you text me asking me for something, that makes me very irritated. Like friendships should not be transactional, so why are you only responding to me when you need something from me? Like, part of it might be because I am a very helpful person. My love language is definitely acts of service, and so a lot of people do come to me whenever they need me, but that doesn't mean that, like, you can only talk to me whenever you need me. Like, whatever happened to a little conversation? Like, I don't know. Maybe this is silly, but it's just something that's been on my mind. And I feel like my goal with these videos is I want to get better at talking about a certain topic just on my own without having to, like, rely on another person in a conversation. Because sometimes I feel like I can only easily talk to someone when they themselves are talkative, and I want to get better at being able to just spontaneously orate on something. Yeah. I feel like I'm going to cut most of this out, but I hope that there's something left that was helpful. If you like this video, you should definitely subscribe. If you want to see more of my art, you can follow me on Instagram at Mikey Framsky Art. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.